I was born in the US, in New York, but I got robbed here in Nairobi. My iPhone, these are white people, they always like go around, like they always sleep with a lot of people and blah blah blah.
What happened? Why are you on the street, bro? So if you're getting into an interracial relationship, the first understanding you need to do is not kissing on the lips. Is this a racial blame you're throwing, bro?
Nothing come easy. I was doing like to save my marriage. Like,
do you feel you contributed to the failure of the marriage?
If you are a black person and you're dating a white man or a woman, people made it. People think like you're on top of the world, but
if she was watching, what is it that you tell her? Are you also saying she was promiscuous?
Marriages and divorce, they really fuck people up.
Where is your son? When was your first time to sell drugs?
People are jealous, even you, Vicky. People are jealous of you.
I want to contribute, but I'm going to be honest with you. I want to buy some of this.
All gone.
Sam.
During that time.
Why are you on the streets?
I don't have a family here, because if I had a family, I could not be on the street. I've told many people.
And Sam, I really doubt if people would drop you in Kibera, that you acknowledge you went wrong. For one, the failure of the project, and for you being on the streets. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You're my brother. I wanna support you. I really wanna support you, but I don't know how to support you because you don't know how to support yourself. So what people are saying about your life should not be a concern to you. If I'm supporting you to get you a house, then I'm not gonna keep supporting you to be in this house. If I got you a house in a safe space in Kibera, would you live in that house? What makes you special than the people living in Kibera? Honestly, I have to give it a thought. Right now, my heart is heavy because you're choosing the help you want to be given. So
yes, I was born in the US, in New York, but
this is really disturbing. I think you're Kenyan. I am certain you're Kenyan. I'm very certain you're Kenyan.
Yeah, but
how you became American, I don't know.
But I've already been told you're African American, and that's it.
But just being told doesn't make you, doesn't make you an American. So now, Sam, from running this billion, back to my question, running $1 billion project in Kibera to the streets. Why are you on the streets?
I'm on the street because of the circumstances.
What is the circumstance?
I've been robbed also on my like my bank accounts and my card and everything because of being sold. Like, you're coming from there's no any place I haven't lived in Kibera. I came here. I got robbed. All my luggage just come from the airport during COVID time.
Did you report this to the police? Because I think the right thing to do is to report.
I reported that. That's when I reported. I reported a long time ago in Kilimani.
And then?
Nothing happened because they had to do their investigation on that. And that's when they pull a gun on me and they told me to leave Nairobi, and that's when I went to Tanzania and Zanzibar.
But what had you done, Sam? What had you done? I don't think I would point a gun at you if you haven't done anything.
I had not done anything, bro. Like, I had my backpack. Maybe they wanted to rob me. That's why my laptop got robbed. I got robbed, my laptop, my iPhone. I traveled to the country without anything. I got robbed here in Nairobi. My iPhone, I had even also invested in DJ equipment. They're all gone, bro. They're all gone.
Sam,
during that time.
Why are you on the streets?
I'm on the street because I don't have any funds. I don't have any family here.
You have family in Kibera.
No, I don't have a family.
You used to have a house in Kibera.
But I don't have it anymore. I don't even have a family here because if I had a family, I could not be on the street. I've told many people.
Before you met
I went there. You see, I went there. And they told me you don't belong here, so you can't go back.
Sam, before you met your American wife, did you have a wife in Kibera with kids?
No, I didn't have.
Were you in a relationship?
Yeah. I was.
How many
kids? Only one son.
One son. Where is your son?
My son still lives with my baby mama, but I don't know where they live here in Nairobi. But sometimes when I request to see the baby, my son, I'm able like to see him. He's called Charles or Tafari. So I'm able like to see him.
Do you support Tafari?
Yeah. When I have finances, I'm able like to pay school fees. I buy books because I think now he's going in high school. I'm able like to do what I'm supposed
So
to.
you told me
But for now, I don't have
you
any.
told me you are from Ethiopia.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
went to Tanzania.
Yeah.
The money you're spending to, how did you go to Ethiopia? You flew to Ethiopia?
Yeah, I flew to Ethiopia
But
because I was funded that one. I was funded by
To do what in
by-
Ethiopia?
I was funded by a Jamaican, by a German lady. She wasn't feeling well, and I went there like also like to check on her and do some yoga with her too.
you do yoga.
Yeah, I do yoga.
You are yoga instructor.
Yeah, I was doing instruction to her for yoga, and also like she was like losing one of her sight, so I was able like to take her through a medical process, like how she'll be able like to take her medicine and stuff because she was a little bit edgy. So that's the kind of stuff like we are able like to do.
Was she
to
paying
do.
you to do this?
Yeah, that's what we are supposed like to do. Yeah, she was paying me. That's why
How much
took
was
me.
she paying you? I don't know if you should disclose this on camera.
Yeah, like I was getting something on that. Maybe I won't talk about it about the payment and stuff.
But you are getting
But
payment.
yeah, but I was getting
Was it
payment.
was it more than 10,000 Kenyan shillings?
Yeah, it was because
But
that's
with
what I used to
10,000 Kenyan shillings in Kibera, you can get a house. Sam, why are you homeless?
But I won't keep it that long because even if I want to get a house and I've
But
been
it's
robbed,
a good place to start.
yeah, and
from.
that's why
And Sam, I really doubt if people would rob you in Kibera. Many people.
they do.
If I saw somebody robbing you in Kibera, I don't think I would allow it. You understand? And so are many people from Kibera. If you're from Kibera, you can comment. You know this. You're very
Yeah,
famous.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
knows
yeah.
you from Kibera.
And that's why they took advantage of me, you see, because I've come back, I bought a lot of stuff, and I moved to the house.
But Sam, we've traveled to the
Yeah,
US, I've
yes,
traveled to
yeah,
Europe, I've come
yeah.
back and never been robbed. Why were you robbed, Sam?
Are you living in Kibera? No, I don't think you live
Confirm in the
Kibera.
comment section if I live in Kibera. Okay,
But you
now
don't live
now
in
I have
Kibera,
guest
right?
houses house out
see?
of Kibera.
Yeah.
But I still have the project in Kibera. I still run projects in Kibera. Never been robbed in
Yeah,
Kibera.
for me, I'm not running anything right now in Kibera.
But why
because
were you
everything-
robbed in Kibera, Sam?
Because I would say it's because of coming from States. Because it was a long time before I came back. It was a long time. I haven't been here for like years.
So Sam,
I haven't been here for years. Like I would say from 2016, I wasn't in Nairobi. I came back here in 2018, 2019. I came back, and in that time, that's when we were still going on the divorce process, and that's when in 2020, I lost some of the luggages I had. I came here, I got robbed. That's what I'm telling you. I went to Kibera to stay where I had a house. Where I went, I had a house in my mom's place where I called my mom and my bro. And I went to my house and I told them that this is the house I want and this is the house I'm gonna stay. I went to that house. Before even 2 days I finished staying in that house when we met while I was going to State House at Power.
yeah, Power 254.
Yeah, Power 254. People came and broke the house and pointed a gun on me in my head. I was asleep. I don't know what story they had because I had a shop also at Alchemist. I don't know what they have been talking about, but I had like they've been talking about maybe this guy is going to state and coming back and selling drugs and blah blah, because that's what they identify African American with.
Yes,
They always say,
because
like,
I remember,
yeah.
but Sam, you're not African American.
But that's
Just
what
being married. You're
but, yeah,
African.
but-
You were married to an American,
but-
which we haven't confirmed. So.
yeah, but that's what it is.
I
That's what
understand.
it is.
I understand
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
but
yeah,
we have a lot of people the likes of Chris Daly,
yeah.
Ken Odede,
yeah.
a lot of young people from Kibera who really travel the
Yeah,
world,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they come back and they put their things together.
Yeah.
What is it that you acknowledge? Where is it that you acknowledge you went wrong? For one, the failure of the project, and for you being on the streets.
The failure of the project, like I was the sole person like to do everything, like to get the funds and
To
make
run the
sure
project.
and to run the project, you see. And when it comes to where people like tamper with your finances, there's no way you can ever get back. You see, there's no way. I've also been going through like the first process. It requires a lot. It drains me on my time even when I was living in the States. And coming back here, you see, I've come here back and I found like something again has happened.
But I'm imagining.
People already had a plan for me. They've already gone all around and decided like this is what they're gonna plan for me and make
So
sure,
what you're
like, I
saying
do
is the
plan for me.
community turned against you.
Yeah, but it's not like Kibera community because
Which community turned against you?
I was dealing with people. Yeah, like I had a shop in Westlands.
Mm.
You see, and when you have something like a shop in Westland and also inside the club, and in a club it's not where I had a business at the club. It's not I was going to snoop on people or to see what people are doing. People could come and do whatever they wanted to do, and sometimes you may associate with people you don't know in a club, but they are being viewed something different in the area.
But you know,
Maybe that one triggered something on people to really maybe say, hey, now he's selling drugs. Maybe I was dealing with somebody who's being known in that area. He do drugs or is that?
so you are connected.
Yeah.
So you are connected to people who are doing drugs.
Yeah, maybe I was connected in that one, but the people I don't know.
Okay, so were you doing drugs
No,
yourself?
I wasn't doing drugs. I don't
What?
even do drugs even right now.
Do you smoke weed?
Yeah, yes, I smoke weed.
Do you drink?
Yes, I drink.
What's the
Guinness.
hardest drug you've done?
I drink Guinness.
What's the hardest drug you've done?
I won't call even weed a drug
What's the hardest
because also
drug?
like I don't do it like every day. I haven't never done any other.
When was your first time to do a pill?
I've never done a pill.
Okay. Injection?
I've never done injection.
Sniffing?
I've never done sniffing.
Only once.
Yeah, no. I've never done sniffing.
Only once.
I've never done pills. I've never done injection or anything. Like, you can just say like.
But how are you connected?
I've done weed and I've taken a can of Guinness.
And
That's what
when
I
was
did.
your first time to sell drugs?
I've never sold drugs. I've never sold drugs. I don't sell drugs. Even if I go out or whatever the friends I meet, I never sell drugs.
Okay. So
I don't think I've ever hung out with people who sell
I'm not
drugs.
saying you've done any of these things, and don't quote me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yes,
just
okay.
trying to understand why your community and the circle around you turned against you.
Yeah.
That you as a person. I'm thinking about it. I mean, I've known you. We were friends. I saw you in Washington.
Yeah, people
But
are jealous.
for me-
Even you, Vicky, people are jealous of you, and you don't know the surrounding which you are in. You may meet certain people, but they are only taking you for your downfall. Because it has happened for me in my eyes. I've seen. I'm that kind of person who's so easy like to make friends, bro. Like,
I know this.
people will always come and say,
I know
hi,
this.
Ras, hi, Lotto, like blah, like we always connect. But one thing I don't know where you are coming from. How you are being viewed from where you are coming from, even in your hood. You know, the thing is me. Maybe for me, I'm being viewed in a different way in my hood, and you are being viewed different. And then we come and connect.
So
It
Sam,
may fall in one thing because I may be seen as your friend, and maybe you are different from me, from what I see you today.
Sam aka Ndoto.
Yeah.
Ladies
okay.
and gentlemen, drop a comment on the comment section
Yeah,
on what
yeah.
you think. But Sam, I'm gonna ask you
Yeah,
this. What is the order of your plans, and what is the order of your priority in plans to get out of the streets? What are you doing to get out of the streets?
Want to get assistance, like to also like have a GoFundMe page, and also like
Sam, why do
to
you
ask
need a
friends.
GoFundMe
Listen,
for
like
what?
to ask friends for contribution, to ask family members for contribution, for me to be able like to get back to state because
Sam, listen.
to buy a new flight ticket, and I'm here. I'm asking
Sam,
myself,
listen.
okay.
Listen. I wanna contribute,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I need to know, why do you need contributions?
I need contribution to what I'm gonna say is another like a startup, like a chance more for me to get back to where I was,
Where
or
is
to
that?
focus to what I was doing. Like because now, if I get help, I'll be able to go back to the soccer tournament where I'll be able like to talk.
But Sam, listen,
people to see who
in
else
Nairobi,
will take that.
you just got paid more than 10,000 when you went to work with this lady in Ethiopia,
Yeah.
and
but
Nairobi.
But I'm moving. I have to pay, like, even when I'm traveling on the road, I have to pay like hotels. I have to stay. That's my money. That's what.
Why
I'm
are you
using,
traveling, Sam? Why
Because I
don't
have
you
to
gonna
travel.
lose money?
Because that's where life is. That's where
Okay,
life is all the time.
so now
So-
this is what I'm gonna tell you. There's a friend of yours. Unajua Sam? Yeah?
But
You know him?
people are jealous. That's one thing I know.
Okay,
People are
Sam,
jealous
just
and
come.
hateful.
We're gonna come back, but just come. You just received 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah. I wanna buy some of this.
First of all, we have some videos here. So that we can the first one.
Come, best, come close.
But this is not
I
drugs.
don't know who's how much.
This is earrings. These are earrings,
Huh?
not drugs.
Yeah, it's hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 200.
200 each. Negotiable, yeah. Negotiable. Best price for this?
Oh, yeah.
Best price? 150. Okay, shika hiyo. Alafu
You don't want to buy her this one because you are a Rasta.
no.
No, you don't. It's not
Listen, I just have dreadlocks. I'm not a Rasta. I'm not a Rasta. Yeah.
This one.
I've been in a better price because it has taken a long time to
To do the story?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Tell us your name, bro. So I'm gonna get these two. That one and this one. Thomas.
Yeah,
So
Thomas.
guys, this is Thomas. Come
Yeah.
closer, Sam.
This is Thomas.
Just chill. Give me this. And
He's
where's
selling
the other
jewelries.
one?
This is the kind of
A
job,
picture.
as kind of art I was doing,
That one, yes.
and I've also been selling.
So this
a
is
lot.
what Sam was
And-
doing,
yeah,
Thomas.
Yes.
This Thomas, right?
Yeah.
This is what Sam was doing in Kibera, and it was
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you to start this business?
This business, according to the amount you have,
Louder, a bit louder.
the amount you have, you can start a business. No
Yeah.
problem with the starting. Only either you know the business, how the cost of it. You can start with even in 2,000.
2,000 Kenyan shilling. This is Thomas talking.
Thomas is.
Thomas buys this thing. Sam makes this thing. He just got paid 10,000, more than 10,000. And Sam,
But that's
and Thomas, where
that's-
do you live?
That's where
Sam, let's listen to
Thomas is employed to sell them. He doesn't do the business.
But it's
It has
just, but
cost the
Sa-
lady to-
Thomas, do you have a
Let me
house?
tell you, it has cost that lady almost like from
Sam, let's listen to
10,000
Thomas. Let's be fair.
10,000 like to
Let's
start
be
the
fair.
business.
Our viewers have been listening to you for the past 30 plus minutes. Yeah. Where do you stay?
According to, I stay at Kibera.
Yeah. Kibera.
Yeah,
We are
stay
both
at
from
Kibera.
Kibera.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
At the lady.
How much do you pay rent?
Kibera, 2,500. If we have to pay the electricity, then we have to make
3,000. Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah, I live in Kibera, so I know. I've lived in Kibera, so I know.
So,
Sam just got
okay.
paid 10,000, more than 10,000 Kenyan shillings. And Sam is saying he's on the streets because he wants money. Sam
Okay,
is an
so-
artist and he makes this thing. His craft is really good. He can sell internationally. So Sam, you need to tell us why you're on the street so we
Yeah,
can contribute for you.
I want funds. Like I've got, I'm also like I've joined Umoja Sound. They have a space for vendor, and this is what I've been thinking. Like the past from Saturday when we were together with the Umoja Sound system. Because they have slot for vendors. That's what I've been thinking. I've been thinking like to be the same. But mostly what I do like jewelry. Like I will show you a necklace which I did make.
No, but
here.
Sam, we're gonna help you,
And-
but we only gonna help you if you have a. Thomas, do you
Yeah,
have
so-
anything
so-
to say?
like this
Now let's
one.
listen to
Yeah,
Tom.
okay.
Yeah.
Move closer.
According
move
to
closer.
me,
Yeah.
according to me,
Mm.
I've started 2007. I started at the time there is a violence at Kibera.
Kibera, yes. Post-election violence.
Well, I went to Kibera, Kawangware. I started my business there, selling trousers, selling shoes. Yeah, and according to that time I was at Kenyatta Hospital. That was 2017.
Yeah.
Though I lost all my job. there.
Everything.
Everything,
Yeah,
everything. So I'm a business of trousers,
Yeah.
jeans from Toy Market,
Yes.
even
Market.
Kikoba.
Kikoba.
Even sometimes I move to
Yeah.
Kikoba. I take it to Kawangware.
Yeah.
So that time I even sold my space.
Yeah.
when I started this business, I have shoes. I have shoes. Not
So
even
some
the
sell shoes. You can show them the shoes.
So I have the shoes. I have not even opened. I have opened it. I wanted to open the whatever the things here. We have even the necklaces and all the whatever, all those things. Even shoes, socks. Yeah. So I have not even opened.
So I'm gonna support Tom, but I'm gonna support him by maybe buying a shoe and the jewelry.
That's good. That's good.
Sam,
Yeah.
let's agree. Why do you think Sam is on this? Do you know Sam? For how long have you known him?
So I came here.
Move closer, move closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I came here. Okay. Maybe some found me here because I was here
Yeah,
2018. After what the post-elections, violence, all those things, how it was. We were happening at even at 2. Maybe according to the climate, how it was. But now at times you can open even at early heights.
Have you ever talked to Sam?
I have not even, I even see Sam here all the time here. I found him here, I know. And you see,
We are always here together, like we help each other.
Yeah,
Sometimes I will check
all the
some of
time.
some of his stocks while he's gone maybe for lunch or doing something. I check and also like sell
But
sell for him.
why
but-
can't you do your craft?
Yeah, I will do my craft, but you see, I want to do much. I've told you like last
But
week.
you know, Sam, you
see,
have to
I've-
start small. I understand
I
where
understand.
you're from.
Yeah, I've told
but
you.
you have to start small, bro. You can't be thinking about having 1
Yeah.
million shillings
Yeah.
and you realistically can't have it. You know.
That's what I'm telling you. I've already thought about this in the last week when I met with you, because I'm looking for a space also for me to sell. I
So
know
you
I
have
don't-
money.
No, I don't have money. I'm looking for funds. I've already talked to people, and people that's just the same as you. If I get funds, I'm not even asking even for money. I'm telling even somebody, let's go maybe to Masai Market and buy me beads. I'll be able to make as a necklace.
But you
like
just
this
had
one.
more than 10,000.
No,
Why
that's-
couldn't you go and buy beads?
It wasn't now. That one, the money I got is not now. I got it.
But you said
I
you just
got-
came back from Ethiopia.
Yeah, I came back from Ethiopia from last year. You see, that's last year, and I've already stayed here for a year.
Okay.
So that's
Thomas,
a while back. That's
Can
a
you
while
open
back.
the shoes? I want to see the shoes. We're
That's
gonna
a while
finish
back.
the story with Sam. Sam, come.
Yeah, okay.
That's a
Go
while
back,
back. So if I get funds, I'm able like to put back a business. I'm able like to make jewelry. I've shown you all this. I make by myself.
Open the shoes and then
And I've got a place where I will put a business, because that's what we are talking about. Because,
Sam, come.
because here in Nairobi, I won't talk about like putting a business,
Fungua viatu.
and I don't have a place. You see,
Tom, fungua.
I will not talk about a business and I don't have a place to sell.
Sawa.
Because if you want to start a business, you have to know where you are going to sell your business. Because
To be
there's
a
no
big
way.
businessman, you have to start small.
Yes, I understand on that one. But if you want to do a business, you have to know where you are going to market your business, where you are going to sell your business.
But you already
so
had a
it can be-
structure, Sam. You had a structure from Kibera.
Yes,
you know.
I had a structure, but it was rental structure, so I've already run of that.
I understand,
The
but you know
there's a-
Masai Market, everybody knows you.
Yes, I know all of those places, but I have to have money to buy jewelry. I have to.
How
have
much
to
money
buy
do you
clothes.
need for jewelry? Benji Shukachi.
to buy to
How much money do you need for startup?
for starter for me I will take 10,000, 15,000.
But you had 10,000. You just had
That
more
one,
than
that one,
10,000.
that one was a way back. Like, that was like even like.
What
2
is the
years ago.
guarantee if I give you 10,000 Kenyan shillings, you'll be able to start something?
Because you'll see me doing it. You'll find here and you'll gonna buy that necklace I'll make.
But you had the 10,000. Why couldn't you do it
But
with your
not
money?
today, because I was still in Ethiopia. I got the money while I was still in Ethiopia, and I have to go to a restaurant to eat. I have to book a room. I have to pay for transportation. It still go on and on because you have to book all of that. Because you have to
I am
put
not
money
blaming
there.
you, but I'm
Yeah,
not going to let our viewers
Yeah,
decide
yeah.
what is happening. I want to support, but I don't know how to support, and I don't want to give to something that is not going to be sustainable. Because
Yeah.
when I drive around here and I see you, and I've seen you here on the streets for the longest time.
Yeah, man. I've been
I
here
feel
for a long
guilty,
time.
but
Yeah.
I also don't want you to depend on me and think I'm coming to save you. In the street, nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah, I know.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
You're my
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
I wanna
yeah, true,
support
true,
you.
bro,
I
true,
really
bro.
wanna support
Yes,
you,
yes, yes.
but I don't know how to support you because you don't know how to support yourself.
Maybe for now, maybe somebody may think I don't know how to support myself.
You know how to
Because
support
I
yourself.
do know.
How are
Because
you
that's-
supporting yourself?
First of all, how I'm supporting myself is to be like stay righteous, stay like watchful, and also like to be clear with my mind before getting interacted with wrong people or doing what people have been saying, like, oh, he's gonna do drugs. They're waiting for me to do drugs on the street because that's what they view people in the street. They're waiting me
But
to start
some you-
sniffing
I mean,
because they know people on the street they sniff.
being a mentor, being a peer educator, and being somebody who ran the project, actually I'd call it a multi-million project in Kibera. You are responsible for your life.
And
What
that's why I'm
people say
saying-
about your
Yeah,
life
that's why I'm
should
staying
not
sober.
listen.
That's why I'm sober.
What people are saying about your life should not be a concern to you.
Yeah,
if you're on
no.
the right path.
Yeah.
So don't make it about people. What is it that you're doing for your life so we can support you?
What I'm doing for my life is to get out of here on this level, on this, to be on the street.
Get
And
out
that's-
on the street.
And that's why I'm
So
I'm
you
meeting-
want a house to live in.
Yeah, that's why I'm meeting with people to be able like to see, okay, this is what I'm this is where I'm gonna
Meeting
put a
with people
business.
is not gonna give you a home, bro.
But
you
but
need to
it's-
put this.
But it's going to open my mind because these people, they have spaces. Like if I couldn't go and meet with the Moja people, I could not have thought like, hey, I need to make jewelry so I will be able
But
to
you
sell
were
them.
making jewelry.
Yes, I
you
was.
were making jewelry.
Yes, I was.
Why do you need to meet with people in Umoja to be able to start making jewelry again?
Because that's where the customer base is. Because I have to see where if I make something, where I'll get my customer. Because people
listen.
business,
I don't want to
yeah,
judge you. I don't want to
yeah,
cut you
because
short,
business
and I don't
has-
want to be rude.
Okay.
You know, you're somebody I used to look
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
when I was a
yeah,
kid,
yeah.
and it frustrates me
Yeah.
to see you on the street.
Yeah, it's
So
very
how
bad.
much do you need to get a home? And if you got a home, then what is the guarantee that you're going to continue supporting that? Because you know, you're somebody I was looking up to because you are a generation older than me. If I'm supporting you to get you a house, then I'm not going to keep supporting you to be in this house.
Yeah, first
I
of
might
all,
support you for 3
First
months.
of all, I've been
I'm
looking for Airbnb. I've been trying to
Airbnb?
get, yeah, I've been trying to get Airbnb.
For what?
For a while, like just to get a place to sleep.
Listen, I run an
like
Airbnb. Listen
like
to
I'm
me.
tired, like to stay outside. That's why I want
Listen,
to
I
like,
run an Airbnb.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
$20 per night to live in an
Some which are
Airbnb
$10,
per night.
Yeah.
So in a month, that is
30,000, 20,000.
so that's $300 in a month.
Yeah,
in
in a
Kibera, you can get a house for $30 a month and buy mattress and live in that house as you build yourself up.
Bro, I will tell you even where I went and got robbed in Kibera, the place I booked, I bought everything, the mattress, the bed. I will tell you everywhere I bought. And I went and stayed in Kibera and they all came and
I
knocked
think
me out.
the problem is
So even if I take you to that place and you see I've been robbed, there's no way you will tell me like, hey, you're gonna move on the same place we
if
got
I
robbed.
got you a house in
Will you move in
Kibera,
the same place we got robbed?
listen, but wait a minute. Which part of Kibera were you robbed in?
I was robbed in Line Saba, Mashimoni.
So Line Saba
Listen,
Mashimoni.
listen. Even right now, if I take you here to DC, there is a landlord who has my money, my deposit. He say, if you rent this house, I'm gonna give you your deposit back. He has my deposit of 4,500 right now.
Okay, no
You see,
problem.
I live in Kibera. You see, everywhere I've gone to live, the only thing they have done is to rob me and
So,
take my money.
but people live
like
there.
I've gone to Kibera. It's not like I haven't.
You see-
And it has become like a big caution for me even to go there. Like I don't even go to Kibera.
Okay.
It has taken me like 2 years. I haven't gone to Kibera like 2 years. I'm always here on this street.
If I
haven't gone
got
back.
you, I mean, I even go
Because
to
I-
Kibera. If I
because I
got
got
you a
you,
house
see?
in a safe space in Kibera, would you live in that house?
I'll just be honest with you. Like for what I've gone through Kibera and how people from Kibera have viewed me and how they have interacted with me and what they have done to me. I don't think I could live in Kibera.
Are you ashamed to go back to Kibera?
I'm not like ashamed, but I can't go to Kibera. They have messed me up.
Okay.
completely.
Yeah, I
bought
can only
everything
support
from the
you.
scratch.
I can only support you to start from Kibera.
For me, I don't think I'll start from Kibera. I think I can start from where I am.
From here, the street.
Yeah, here in the street, because people, it will be a very good positive impact for people who have been seeing me here on the street and saying I will not do anything, and then they come here and see like I'm doing a business. Now I have a business.
So
The next time they see me when I'm having a business, they'll see me I have a house. It's not like I have to rely only on Kibera because the amount to pay in Kibera is low.
But what makes you special than the people living in Kibera that you can't live in Kibera?
I can't say, you can't say like I'm somehow special from the people of Kibera. Like we are the same, but the treatment for what they have done is going back. And from what I've been doing to Kibera, it has really changed my mind about how I've been viewing Kibera. So I can't live in Kibera again. I can't keep on like buying stuff for Kibera to people to come and rob. And not everyone. I've lived even in you can go even it's called Fort Jesus. I went there, book taken a house, move everything again, it's got robbed. You can go to this railway houses, they rob me. You can go
But
to
you know,
Olympic,
somebody like
you can
you.
go to Ayani, so I would
Listen.
be also like doing that.
So you wanna live
I
in
have
this side
respect.
of town?
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for people in Kibera, and I don't want to be more concerned from what is coming out in a negative way. I don't want to be in that one.
So
I want to be able like to understand from what I've been living in Kibera what it is there, because nothing is much new. Nothing is much new. You are the people who are trying to create it to be new.
Yeah, to be honest,
Yeah.
driving here for more than a year and seeing you on this street,
Yeah.
it's been eating me, and that's why I say it. And thank you very much for allowing us to do your story.
You're welcome. Vicky.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I am really tied on how I can help you, because I think you've set a standard for how you want to be helped,
Yeah.
and I don't really think that's how it works.
Yeah.
It really saddens me. I don't know if it's true what you're saying about Kibera, but I'm in Kibera almost like 3 times every week. I mean, I have property in Kibera. I don't experience what you experience. I wouldn't know why your story is unique to us. What I can do is, what did you want me to do for you?
First of all,
So you said kidogo tu.
I want
Let's
to be
finish.
supported in that way, because now I have gotten a place like where I could put some of my business to sell. So I want like fans to be able like to get beads, where I'll be able like to make them into necklace.
So-
I'll be able like to
Yeah, but you've
move from there.
asked me
Yeah,
to
yeah.
help
Yeah,
you
yeah.
find a place where you can shower and
yeah.
maybe sleep for 2 days.
Yeah.
So I have a guest house, but it's in Kibera.
I think that's a good invite. I appreciate for that one, but going to Kibera, my bro, like
So you don't want to take a shower in Kibera?
no, I don't want to go there.
I'm from the gym
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm going there to take a shower
Yeah.
and maybe, freshen up before I go to work. But you can't go to Kibera. So how again can I help you?
You can help me on buying beats. That's what I want. I'll buy beats. I'll be able like to, because I have things to do. I'm supposed
And how
like,
much
to buy
is that? How much is that?
I'm supposed like to get a new flight ticket, but that one I'll do on myself if I get.
Bro,
if
you're
I get
thinking
business.
about a flight ticket to the US. Do you have a house in the US?
Yeah, I have a place to stay in the
Take
US.
it
That's
from
one-
me. I
that's
mean,
one-
I've lived
yeah.
in the US. If you can't survive here you have community of people. I came here to talk to you.
Yeah.
In the US, you don't have a community. It's different in the Western one. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Why are you looking for a flight ticket and you don't have a house here?
That's
You're
the
not
thing.
gonna get a
That-
flight
listen,
ticket, let alone a flight
That's
ticket.
the
You're not
thing.
gonna get a visa.
That's the thing.
You're not gonna get a visa to the US if you cannot prove that you have anything that is bringing you back here.
Because I'm not supposed to prove to them anything.
Okay.
Because
Then
I am an American.
this
I'm not
is
supposed to prove to them anything. The only thing I need to do is to be able to have money in my pocket to do business. Because even if I show you documents of mine in America, I do business. That's all.
do
It's
you
not-
have an ID?
It's not like
Do you have an ID?
yeah, I have a community ID which I'm using. This is what I use.
No, but do you have
Because-
do you have a Kenyan ID?
Yeah, I have a Kenyan ID, but it's all like roughed up and everything because there's nothing I can renew.
What do you mean roughed up?
Because it's not like very much clear to be seen, but it's a new one. It's the modern one, and also like I have the driving license, which is still okay because
You have a driving license.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
can't you
yeah.
find a matatu to drive, public transport to drive? Then people know you.
now I want to go in those sectors. I want to go
Ah.
back in those sectors.
If I found a manual job for you, would you do it? Like let's say Mjengo and they give you 600 per day. That's about $6. Would you do it?
For me, I don't want to be rude. I've been approached already. I've been approached like to come to Mjengo, but I cannot do. That's not my profession. That's not the place I want to be. I want to be like in a place where I will make my own jewelry and sell because I'm a business person. I'm a self-employed guy. You see,
Really?
and that's what I believe in. That's what I trust for you to bring me in another level.
Sam,
You know, I'm
let
not
me-
like
let me tell
lowering,
you a story.
I don't want to lower people who are doing like Mjengo or something.
Let me tell
as
you.
long as it's putting food on their table, they are able like to
No
to feed
problem.
their family. That's all. But if
Bro,
you-
I want to try and
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah.
You see the guy on the camera?
Yes.
This is my border guy.
Yeah, that's
Him-
a good idea.
Yeah, however much he makes from the border is
Yes.
like a motorbike
Yeah, it's a motor.
and it's a business.
Yeah, it's a
So
business.
Benji, I've known him for 2 years now, yeah, Benji?
Yeah.
He came from the village.
Yeah.
He didn't have a house.
Yes.
But now Benji is able to pay his rent through
Yeah.
the border.
Yeah, think about
When
that.
Benji came here, the first job he was doing, he was working for an Indian guy in a shop.
Yeah.
And he was getting a salary of $6,060 a month. And he was paying his rent, he was walking to the shop and coming back, and he was able to eat his food. It is easy for me to help Benji because he's working towards helping himself. Now I am asking you, if you have an opportunity, Boda is not his profession. Right now he's going to a driving school. Next is gonna be my driver.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, yes. He's a driver. also.
On the other hand, you don't want any job that is not your profession.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want to do my jewelry. If you can support me, like to be able like to be able like to buy beads, to buy strings where I will be able like to make necklaces and bracelets. That one was up. That one I will be able like to
So it's
to do that with my whole my heart because that's
it's-
what I do.
it's
That's
10,
my profession.
it's 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop your number here.
Yeah, yes.
You can say your number so that if people want to support you, they can support you. But honestly, I have to give it a thought. Right now, my heart is heavy
Okay.
because you're choosing the help you want to be given. So my heart is really heavy, and I have to give it a thought. I really want to help you, Sam.
True, true.
You know I want to help.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
but
that's why you have come even here.
Exactly.
Yes, that's what I'm-
And I'm really glad that you are able to share coffee in the
Yes,
morning.
yes,
Cheers to that.
cheers.
Yeah.
Just to come
And
here.
so, Sam,
Buna.
I'm really thinking deeply on how to help you,
Yeah.
but I really don't know. If you're watching, please drop a comment on the comment section. And if you're watching and you want to support Sam, this is Sam's number,
Yeah.
Kenyan number
Plus 254 706 381 876.
Repeat it again slowly and nicely. If you want to support Sam, at your personal individual level,
Yeah.
you can support it through plus
Plus 254 706 381 876. You can also check me on Instagram, Ndoto78.
Ndoto 78.
Yes, and then that's where you'll see like it also come like with my whole name, our original name, Samuel Jirunyaga. You'll be able like to see that, and then you can also like to be able like to follow me and
Be a
you'll
bit
see-
loud,
Yeah,
though.
and you'll be able like to see me like still asking to get funds from that on my page. Still.
Yeah,
I'm
if
still
you are
trying to
looking
push
for
it.
Sam in
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
and you are in Nairobi, Sam is always opposite Chinatown. So we are behind, show them Chinatown.
Chinatown is Land Hotel.
If you, yeah, turn around. So if you're ever in Nairobi and you want to support Sam, you can come to Chinatown. Usually mornings, he's mostly around here. you can't drive here more than 3 times and not find him.
Yes.
You can find him and talk to him. You can say you watch him from Victor to Victor.
Yes.
Support him with whichever way you can.
Yes.
So Sam,
And I want to thank the people here from the streets, the women, the men who always like pass here in the mall. I want to thank
Anza.
I also want to thank the Kenyan community, the people who are passing here on the street. I call them the street disciple. The Ethiopian community here in Nairobi, Kenya. I want to thank them. They have been so honest. They
and
have been
giving
so
you
kind
handouts, yeah?
and giving me handouts.
But
too.
how long are you gonna
They
survive
have
on
clothed me.
handouts?
They have given me like
Honestly, I
Yeah.
have to give it a thought. Right now, my heart is heavy
Okay.
because you're choosing the help you want to be given. So
I don't know how long I'm gonna survive with handouts because you are here. I know you are working on that for me to not survive with handouts.
But
And
you have
that's what-
refused
and
my
no,
help.
No, I haven't refused.
I'm
your
even
help.
telling you, let's go.
No,
You take a
no, I
shower,
haven't-
freshen up, and rest because you slept on the street.
I
Yeah.
haven't refused your help. It's because the place you want me to go is not a friendly place for me. It's
But
not
I'm your
refusing.
friend. I'm with
Yes.
you, and I'm here to protect you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And one thing I want to do is for you to help me on a business scale, because when you help me on a business scale,
Let me
I'll
think
be
about
able,
that. Let me
I'll
think
be able
about
to
that.
take myself out of this. Maybe next time you will see me here.
Let me think
Because
about
I've
that.
been doing my I've been doing my research. It's not like I want to stay here on the street. I always want to get out of the street. That's why I go and meet new people to see how we can indulge and get involved for me to be out. So I've got an opportunity like to make jewelry and be able to have a place where I'll be able to sell. Maybe you'll come here on the street, as I've told you earlier. You'll come, maybe you'll be the one of my first customer and you'll be happy.
Right.
Other people will be happy to see, okay, maybe they have given me handouts and I've been able to save. I bought a phone on that handout where they do. It's not like
Oh, you have a phone.
yeah, it's not like
good.
I'm using the handouts like to go somewhere drink, somewhere buy drugs, or somewhere do some bullshit stuff. Like I'm also like trying to improve myself on the same scale. I know it's not a lot.
So-
They don't promise me like today if you take all
So-
that money tomorrow we're gonna give
so
you.
Sam, to
It's
cut the
only
story
your money.
short,
And I'm thankful, and I give Jah Rastafari.
So to cut the story short, I'm gonna give it a thought on where I can help you in business. I'm not
Yes.
promising anything because I don't want to say something I won't be able to do. I want to be passing here and stopping by and having not be able. Why are you laughing, bro? Why are you laughing? I'm glad I'm able to put a smile on your face this morning. Why are you laughing? Tell our viewers why you're laughing.
I'm laughing because I really want to know where like he's taking me to Kibera, because he doesn't want to answer me on
But
that.
Kibera is home.
Yeah, Kibera is
Wherever I
beautiful.
take you and you're with me, you should be safe and
Yeah,
feel at
yeah.
home.
But I have to know.
Why did he do something wrong?
No,
Now I
didn't do-
need to know if
no,
he did something wrong.
I've never done anything wrong. Always a good vibe in Kibera. Always maximum
High
respect
vibration,
to people,
yeah.
to
So
people in Kibera.
we
But
appreciate your-
there's different areas.
Yeah, so
You
this
know,
is-
I have
this-
to be aware of those areas.
This is what I'm gonna say, Sam. I really appreciate. You are one of the people that I learned from. I was watching you do business
Yes.
when you ran your foundation, when you were doing your foundation.
Yes,
Now I
yes.
run a foundation.
Yeah, that's
I'm not here to mock you or even talk bad about you, but I'm here to really understand the mistakes you made so I don't make them again.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really appreciate. You don't know how impactful you have been to my life, and,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm here to hear your story and to highlight your story on Victors with Victor,
Yeah.
so that young people can learn from our stories. You understand?
Yes.
Like I said, I'm gonna drop your number here. Whoever decides to support Sam, send him M-Pesa.
Yes.
I'll be passing here at least, but I'll make my decision before end of the month
Yes.
and see where I can support you. I'm not promising right now,
Yeah.
but I'm open. If my fans and my followers wanna support you, they can support you in whichever way they can. I'm gonna promise on what I can do.
Yeah.
But I'm open to any of my viewers and supporters who want to support you. Did you have breakfast before we came?
No, actually I did not have breakfast.
Why?
If I didn't have money, but I had this called kangumu and kahawa. I don't know if
okay.
that's breakfast.
But how did you buy kangumu and kahawa?
Because somebody came here yesterday and gave me 50 shillings.
So you have.
So I had
you
saved
spent-
it at night.
so-
One
so-
thing I don't have, I'm always like, I really don't know what I'm gonna get for breakfast.
For lunch. So you don't know
or
what you're
dinner.
gonna eat for lunch?
Sometimes I do go like some days without even eating, but
Okay.
I'm able like to get a meal a day.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, bro, I've really thought of ways. As we are speaking, I keep thinking of ways to help you. You are
Yeah.
saying no to my help. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to work. But I really enjoyed spending time with you. I have this money. You can use it for lunch and dinner
Yeah,
if that would be
thanks,
enough.
thanks.
I'll also think of ways to support you, but also for our viewers.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know your take on Sam's story. And if you want to support him, his number is there. Say it again.
Yeah, my number is +254 706 381 876. And also this one thing, if you have beads which can make like jewelries, make sure you can collect them and put them, you can hand them to Vic, and I'll be able like, to use them in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Vic for coming here, coming through. He's a good buddy of mine, and I want him to still stay positive.
Thank you very much.
To
I appreciate
continue what he's doing in community, and also like to be aware of what might come, and he has to also protect himself with his surrounding, friends, family. Sometimes they turn their back on you.
I appreciate
And
your support.
we understand. I'm here, I may be low, but who knows, Jah bless. You know, every
Yeah.
time I give thanks to Jah the Almighty, Selassie the King. I'm always aware this was going to come.
So I like to focus
And I
on the
give thanks, I
positive
give
in
thanks.
people.
It's only positive.
This guy is a positive
Yeah,
person.
it's only
I'm
positive.
not gonna focus on him saying
Yeah.
no to my support.
Yeah.
If you wanna support him, if you want us to support him, you can always find me and we can drive here. Don't send me his money.
Yeah.
Don't send me his donations.
Yeah.
You can find me and then we can drive. I can always drive you
Yeah.
and find him. I have his number. We can always call him and find him so you can give him. I don't want you to send he doesn't want help from me.
I want, but I don't
Yeah,
want to
but
go where he's
I'll
taking
always
me
be
right
passing
now.
by. I'll be
Yeah.
saying hello. If
That's
you
good,
ever
yeah.
think about
Yeah.
taking my help,
Yes.
then I'm still open to
Yeah.
getting you a house in Kibera.
Okay.
Sawa sawa.
Sawa.
So what do you want to tell our viewers as we close?
The viewers, I'll tell them like be positive, always be kind, always like look up to one another, help one another around you, check on your friends for what you're going through, even if you don't hear like them contacting you back.
But I'm curious.
Make sure like
I'm
you're able to check them.
I'm
Make sure
curious.
you're able like to talk also to your family, know what's going up, you know, like do some good investment of yourself for now and also for the future.
I'm
Just
curious.
stay positive.
Sam, I'm curious.
Holy
I'm-
Manuel, Selassie, Marcus Gabriel, the first.
One love.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
curious. I know we've closed,
Yeah.
but I know you mentored a lot of young people. Are any of them coming to the street to talk to you or support you?
Yes. One thing which has really startled me is also like kids from school will come even like with their breakfast, they don't want to take it anymore, and they tell me like, hey, daughter, I want to share with you this breakfast.
These are kids that you used to work with.
Yeah, these are the kids which I used to work with here.
That's
here in
powerful.
Kibera, and some I didn't used to. Some are coming from other like uptown schools, and they are doing really great because it's an impact also to their education. You know, like it's a side for them, like it's a upliftment, like to see how they're gonna change the world. We don't know who they're gonna become, and I'm really honored. To come across such great kids, great minds, like great hands, and also like great hearts in a lifetime, because I never thought of something like that one will come. And maybe for me being on the street, it's something to change positive in many areas,
Right.
either diplomatic, either in organization, either here in the Kenyan community, either in the government.
That's the whole
Yes.
essence for
So
this
that's
story
what
to
the
inspire.
thing- yeah.
So Sam, I'm gonna leave.
Yes,
But bro, I want to give you a hug, bro.
Yeah.
A last good
Yeah,
hug.
me too, bro.
It has to be a good, strong hug
Yeah,
from a
very
brother.
appreciate it.
I appreciate you spending time with me.
Good. That's
I
fine.
wish you all the best, man,
All
in
the
all
best.
your
That's the
endeavors.
power. Yes.
I hope you think about it and check my help.
Yes, I will take it.
All right, I'll see you
I'll
around.
take it. Let's take a picture, bro.
Let's take a 300, yeah? 300 shillings. So we are able to support Thomas through his business. If you're passing by here, just opposite Chinatown, he also sells here. He's always hanging out with Sam around here. Sawa sawa Sam.
Kama niko pale.
Aya, nakuala. Aya. So, 300, chukua 400. Pay 600. But Sam, let me Tom, let me ask you. What's your take on Sam? We're gonna gossip a little bit.
No,
What do you think about him?
mimi kwake
Mm.
kusema tu ukweli simwelewi kabisa hiyo miaka yote. Yeye nampata tu hapo wakati natoka hapa namwacha tu hapo nampata hapo.
So
Wakati wote namwonanga akiongea na hao wa Europeans mostly, maybe wanampatia chakula, naona wanampatia hata saa zingine wanamleteanga chakula yao hapa.
So what Thomas is saying is he's being honest. He doesn't understand Sam. He's been seeing him here for years and years, and he just see the Ethiopian community giving him food. Unafikiri akisaidiwa anaweza saidika? I'm asking him if it's supported he can.
Yeye mwenyewe alikuwa anasema, anaongea mambo ya majuu ate America, I don't know, America he wants the passport to move there.
Yes.
All the time, just he's waiting, and they have waited for a long, all the time, being parking. No, we have
Yeah. So what Thomas is saying is really saddened because Sam is always waiting to go to America. I mean, I know he was in America. I saw him in DC. You can't establish yourself here in Kenya. Kenya is a place of community. We support each other. These guys support him. He needs to start somewhere small, but I think he has a big dream and is stuck into it. He's not even ready to start small. I don't want to judge, but I'm curious to know your take on the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Thomas.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate it. Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the story of Sam. It really breaks my heart to see him, but you could also tell that he doesn't need my help. You know, the house I have in Kibera is a very nice house. I host people from globally, everywhere, from the world. And I think for somebody to say no to that help tells you that that person is not ready to be helped. And I really don't know. We want to work on helping him, but cut. So if you want to help Sam in any way, his number is down here. Make sure you're Sam. Yeah, Sam, I'll see you around, bro. Cheers, bro. Yeah, that's him, man. Sad. Yeah, that's where he sits every day. And so I'm late to work, but I'm really happy I was able to talk about his story and highlight his story. I don't really know, I don't want to judge, but some of the answers I was getting from him is like, he might need to start with counseling, you know. Probably the divorce or marriage thing that he's talking about took a huge toll on him. We're gonna cross the road. Yeah, it probably took a toll on him. And it broke him mentally. I don't want to judge. I mean, if you also have, it doesn't have to be financial support. I'm not at a space where I'm a therapist, but I'm not at a space where I want to come out here and be emotionally supportive to someone. I know my limits. And like Salim said in the previous video, you have to know what you can do for people and how you want to do it. And I know I can't, but if you're a social worker or even a counselor that wants to talk to him, he's very open to talking. You can also assess his story and decide. I don't want to decide for anyone or anything. He's somebody I know, and I know this guy he was doing good, and for me to see him. But also, Mike, what is it that you take from this story? I'm not judging Sam, because tomorrow this might be Victor. I hope not. But focus on what you want to get from this story and get it, learn from it, and get the best out of it. Thank you. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Please drop a comment. We want to learn. I've really been looking at the comments that you guys are dropping, and I think I learn a lot from my viewers. Soon I'm going to be reacting to these comments and also appreciating you guys. Sawa sawa. Thank you very much. I hope to see you guys. Adios.
Come to the gym. because I want to be the best version of myself.
Stop every time complaining about your health and your diet. Everything starts with one step. Start with one step at a time, you'll make it.
It helps you mentally, spiritually. Feel like it's part of my life because I keep growing every day, mentally, spiritually.
Mental health is a global pandemic, right?
The gym has really helped me in so many ways. It has boosted my confidence.
The gym has helped me from not doing drugs every weekend and also being handsome and being sexy.
Remember to press that button, share. You better share this content, you better follow.